In this module, we shall discuss different classifications of nouns. The approach would be to show how these classifications can help us to use nouns, determiners, and verbs correctly. We shall cover 3 types of classifications of nouns, which will help us in the following ways. First, when to capitalize a noun in a sentence. This understanding will come from knowing the difference between a proper and a common noun. We will also elaborately discuss rules of capitalization. Second, to understand when to use which determiner. The concept of singular plural and countable uncountable nouns will be useful for this. And what are determiners? Determiners are modifying words that determine the kind of reference a noun or a noun phrase has. For example, we say, "You are my friend." My is a determiner that modifies the noun friend. The third important application would be to choose the correct verb taken by a noun, singular or plural. Though it seems very simple, as per the rule that a singular noun will take a singular verb and a plural noun will take a plural verb. But many nouns or noun phrases are difficult to be determined as singular or plural. For example, can you tell whether the noun aircraft is singular or plural? You may be pleased to know that the noun aircraft can be used as both a singular and a plural noun. What about the noun phrase, the number of students? It is treated as singular and takes a singular verb. The number of students in my class is 60. The concepts of countability along with the understanding of singular and plural nouns will be helpful here. Let us discuss the first classification of nouns. This places a noun into one of the 5 categories: proper, common, material, abstract, or collective. A proper noun is the name of a person, place, or organization. It always starts with a capital letter. For example, Mount Everest is the name of a mountain peak. Mumbai is the name of a city. Indus is the name of a river. Virat is the name of a person. Common nouns. Common nouns are used to refer to general things or category. For example, the nouns man, river, country, mountain are common nouns. Common nouns are normally not capitalized unless they are placed at the beginning of a sentence. Material noun. It refers to a substance such as a metal or a man-made material. For example, iron, gold, wood, glass, plastic, etc. In its natural form, it is treated as an uncountable noun. Abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the concepts referring to idea, state, emotions, etc. These nouns are generally uncountable. For example, courage, envy, violence, childhood, etc. Collective nouns. A collective noun is a word that refers to a group such as crowd, jury, family, etc. It can be used either as a singular or a plural noun depending on the context. We shall discuss the material, abstract and collective nouns separately after we learn the concept of countable and uncountable nouns. For now, we shall categorize the nouns into 2 groups. First, proper nouns, and second, common nouns, that is all nouns except the proper nouns. Let us look at the examples below. I drive an old Alto. It's not a luxurious car, but it works. The common noun represents a category such as car, whereas a proper noun refers to a specific brand, say Alto. Did you notice Alto being a proper noun was capitalized, whereas car being a common noun was not. Sometimes the classification of a noun as a proper or a common noun may not be that obvious. For example, the names of subjects, diseases, sports, and musical instruments are common nouns, whereas the names of languages are proper nouns. Let's look at the examples below. I love playing cricket. I love to play the guitar. Cricket and guitar, though being the names of a sport and a musical instrument respectively, are common nouns. He is good at mathematics. He had rickets. Mathematics and rickets, though being the names of a subject and a disease respectively, are common nouns. It is difficult to understand the concept of articles in English. English, being the name of a language, is a proper noun. And by now you must have noticed that all proper nouns were capitalized, whereas common nouns were not capitalized. Let us now discuss the rules of capitalization in detail. We all know the first word of a sentence should always be capitalized. We should also capitalize all proper nouns and adjectives derived from them. I went to the Taj Mahal in Agra. We love listening to Hindi songs. In the first sentence, Taj Mahal and Agra are proper nouns and are hence capitalized. In the second sentence, Hindi is the name of a language, which is a proper noun, but is used as an adjective to the noun songs. Thus, it is capitalized. But common nouns are not capitalized. Physics, chemistry, and mathematics are interesting subjects. As you can see in the sentence, only the common noun physics being in the beginning of a sentence is capitalized, whereas the other two common nouns, chemistry and mathematics, are not capitalized. Well, this rule is for the titles. When the titles are used before names and are not followed by a comma, titles are capitalized. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Lieutenant Governor Nazeeb Jung will inaugurate Noida Airport. Here, the Lieutenant Governor is not followed by a comma and is hence capitalized, and Chief Minister being in the beginning of the sentence is also capitalized. We don't capitalize the titles when they are used before names but are followed by a comma. For example, in the following sentence, the noun chairman is not capitalized. The chairman of the board, Mahima Gupta, will hold a press conference. Also, we do not capitalize the title if it is used after a name or instead of a name. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is very hardworking. The President will address the Parliament. In contrast to the titles, the names of occupation will not be capitalized. I have a meeting with the director Anurag Kashyap. Let us discuss your performance with the coach Anil Kumble. In the above sentences, the nouns director and coach are not capitalized. Some nouns such as professor, general manager, director, etc. can cause confusion, as the titles and the names of occupations overlap here. The best way is to treat them as either a title or a profession and be consistent. Now we can move to the names of relations. Capitalize names of relations when they immediately precede a personal name or when they are used alone in place of a personal name. For example, in the sentences below, the nouns father and sister are capitalized, and in the last sentence, the noun uncle preceding Sam is capitalized. But the names of relations are not capitalized when they are either used with possessive nouns or pronouns, or when they follow the personal name. In the sentences below, the noun grandma preceded by the possessive pronoun my is not capitalized. Also, the noun brother preceded by the possessive noun Janvis is not capitalized. Similarly, in this sentence, the noun brothers preceded by the personal name Ambani is not capitalized. Let's move to the names of directions. We should capitalize geographical regions named after the names of directions. For example, in the sentence, we had some relatives visit us from the east. The noun east refers to eastern region and is hence capitalized. but the points of the compass are not capitalized. For example, in the following two sentences, the noun west and south are not capitalized. Go west 3 blocks and then turn left. We left Delhi and drove south. In noun phrases such as city of Amsterdam, etc., it is not necessary to capitalize words city, town, county, etc. if they appear before the proper noun. We can now move to the capitalization rules for quotations. We should always capitalize the first word in a complete quotation, even if it comes in mid-sentence. Example, Rahul Gandhi said, poverty is a state of mind. Here P of poverty is capitalized. But we do not capitalize quoted material that comes in as continuation in a sentence. Salman Khan said that the case was far from over, but I will win. Let us now see the rules of capitalization for the names of subjects. We should capitalize the names of specific course titles but not general academic subjects. For example, in this sentence, I will take Economics 101 at Harvard. Here the course name Economics 101 is capitalized. I will take Chemistry at MIT. Chemistry, being a study stream or discipline, is not capitalized. Another important rule states that we do not capitalize the first item in a list that follows a colon. For example, when we say, buy the following, a pen, a pencil and paper. Here, a of a pen is not capitalized. Finally, we can move on to the rules of the title of a composition. Here, we should capitalize the title's first and last word along with adjectives, adverbs, nouns, pronouns including it, verbs including the verb to be in all forms, is, are, was, has been, etc., no, not, and the interjection o. For example, in the following title, How long will it rain, O God? We should not capitalize an article, a and the, and a coordinating conjunction, and, or, nor, but, for, yet, so. Look at this title, Waiting for the Barbarian. Here the article and the coordinating conjunction are not capitalized. Do not capitalize the word to with or without an infinitive unless it is the first or last in the title. To the Almighty we wish to go. And finally, opinions vary for certain short conjunctions such as, if, how, and prepositions of, in, at, above, below, etc. Here the choice remains with the author. In the next video, we will learn about countable and uncountable nouns.